y'all on YouTube, and I think we got another maybe 10 or so on Rumble. So shout out to y'all. All right, so we're gonna play this this voice recording, right? Go ahead.
I like that. Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
Am I a bad person?
Now, I also want to go ahead and play the stupid post from Impact on Instagram. All right. So this plays as well. They play this thing. So Impact also doubles on, right, and goes, swipe to hear voice memo that a survivor received from Andrew Tate.
A survivor?
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Yeah, they refer to it as Reviver. So go ahead, Chris, unmute it and go back to the beginning of the thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go back. Oh no, all the way back, Chris, all the way. Because I want to show them everything. So Impact posts, they go, Andrew Tate sent these texts and voice memos to a woman who accused him of graphic descriptions of grape violence abuse, right? So they're like,
yeah,
right. And then they go, Andrew Tate is currently detained in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking. However, before becoming famous, he was arrested twice on suspicion of rape and assault in the UK in 2015. The Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, decided not to charge him with any crimes because there was no realistic prospect of a conviction. I wonder why.
Exactly.
So it goes here. A third woman has now come forward to accuse Tate of grape. The survivor, referred to as Amelia, air quotes, to protect her identity, had been dating Tate for just 2 or 3 weeks before the grape took place in 2013. Vice has obtained and released WhatsApp messages and voice memos that Tate sent her. And then they go, the next 2 slides contain sexually aggressive language, blah, blah, blah. So here's the text messages, right? And as you guys can see, they only show his messages. They don't show the girl's messages.
I wonder why.
Those aren't even real messages either, right? That's a graphic created. That's a graphic.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's
you
not
can create
actual messages. These are recreated.
You can look, man. You can create fake messages like this.
Mhm.
You absolutely can. There are apps, there are websites. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. So my thing is this. Let's say that these are real messages. Okay. Let's say that this is actually from WhatsApp, right? Then go ahead and you guys can see here. It goes, and I love graping you and watching you let me while still interesting how it says, and watching you let me while still debating if it's a good idea or not.
This is ridiculous.
You were my whore when I had my hands on you. Monsters are monsters. When you're under my control, I do whatever I please. And then let's move to the next one.
Bro, you can't make this shit up.
This is ridiculous.
And
yeah,
then,
you can actually.
And then
I'm kidding.
The voice memo from before, right? And then that we just listened to. And then Amelia shared her story after 2 other women came forward with their own accusations against Tate. I felt stronger, she said. I felt like, okay, I'm not alone now. I've got 2 other girls. You can read Amelia's full story here. Oh, of course she did an interview.
Oh, my God.
Right? And then this interview contains explicit descriptions of sexual violence, right? And then let's go. And then it goes, intimate partners violence account for 15% of all violent crime in the United States. Then they put the hotlines and then move on to the next one. And then they give the sources. And is there anything else? Nope. Okay. So the thing, and I'll turn it to the panel after this. The thing that stuck out to me was they don't show her messages. Yeah. They only show his messages.
Right.
And me using a little bit of common sense here, if this guy is actually doing this to you, right? You have his number. Mm-hmm. Clearly, you guys are going back and forth, which is why he's sending those messages. I need fucking context. You can't release only what he says and not release what she says. Here's the other thing, too, that I want to make very... I'm just going to say it. Women like to be dominated in the bedroom.
That's right.
Okay, guys?
That's right.
Ta-da! I know a lot of these fucking weird
Breaking
liberals,
news.
etc., these pussies, like they think women are sugar and spice and everything nice, and they don't like to get their hair pulled and choked and dominated in the bedroom. They fucking do. 50 Shades of Grey was a popular book for a reason. A lot of women, guys, I'm gonna fucking say it, fantasize about getting raped by a guy that they're attracted to. Girls have fantasies about this shit. Yep. There's a guy that John knows, which you can go into detail about this, John, that literally gets paid to break into a girl's house and recreate the fantasy of kidnapping them. He makes them sign a fucking waiver and all this shit, but there are women that like this. Mm-hmm. And the other thing I want to say too, you want to know how I know that there's women that like this? A video surfaced of Andrew slapping a girl in the bedroom, right? And everyone's like, oh my God, he beats women. The girl came out 2 times and said, yo, me and Andrew consent to this, or I consented to this. I like it. It turns me on, etc. So what this tells me is that the women that Andrew deals with, a lot of them probably like aggressive sex.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
This girl probably likes aggressive sex.
Yeah.
He's not going to be sending you voice notes like that and text messages like that if you are not interested. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're withholding her messages and not showing the full context tells me she likes the shit, but she wants to come forward now and say, well, I felt pressure to it. And this is the problem too. This is the hard talk that we got to have in America and the Western world. Regret is not rape. I'm going to say it one more time for y'all. Regret is not fucking rape. You cannot sit there and consent and then come back and say, oh my God, I felt bad about that. I'm going to withdraw consent. He actually raped me. Take some fucking accountability. If you have sex with someone and you regret it later, that's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
Okay? Women are equal. Okay? Women are liberated. Women are free. Freedom comes with what? Responsive fucking ability.
I want
All
to
right?
say something about that because
Please, go ahead.
I
I'm
think
done.
that, like, obviously, rape is a serious problem, right? It's not gone away, but at the same time, it's pretty common to the average person right now that that word is liberally being used.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's really taking away the seriousness of that word because it's getting used so much,
Mhm.
right? And it's taking away from women who have actually been raped. Right?
Agreed.
It's kind of like now, like if
Good
you
point.
don't agree with something, like they immediately call you a racist, right?
Mhm.
And that's kind of like taken away from the seriousness of like being called racist. Like everybody's a racist nowadays, you know, like because everybody is just using that word so liberally. And I just think like really this whole situation, it's just so slimy. Like what Vice is doing, they're really living up to that filthy media production company that they
Oh, yeah.
own. And you know, it's 44% owned by George Soros.
Oh, shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn.
The Soros Fund, 44% owner in Vice Media.
Holy fuck, dude.
So,
well, that
I mean-
explains a lot.
Yeah, like what would
Bruh.
be a conspiracy theorist or not, whatever the case may be. But I mean, you know,
Yeah, there are no coincidences, dude.
this thing stinks of no integrity. But there's the bottom line is there's a lot of shitty people out there that just like want to watch the world burn, and they'll go along with this fucking witch hunt just for the sake of it. And you know, then this could happen to somebody else. This could happen to fucking Antonio Brown. This can happen to fucking Tom Brady. It could happen.
It almost did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying. So I just think this whole liberally using the word I got raped, I got sexually assaulted. Again, I'm not taking away from the women who have had this happen to you because
course.
it does happen to women.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, there is a lot of social manipulation going on with these women
Mhm.
because they're regretting a situation or they didn't like the way a guy made them feel.
Yep.
After the fact.
There you go.
After the fact, and they understand like, okay, society's on my side. I see these girls on Oprah. I see these girls on The View. Everybody's believing them. They're getting likes on social media. I think I could do this too. And like, we have witnessing that recently with the Amber Heard trial with Johnny
Yes,
Depp.
100%.
Amber Heard like literally shit in this man's bed and fucking attacked him and then set up the phone in the kitchen to try to film an altercation between them two that she was acting to make it look like Johnny was a bad guy. And it's just
And
showing
she got
you.
found out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just showing the whole world like that was a massive red pilling case for the world, the
Yep.
Amber Heard thing. And
He'd
you
be
know,
in prison right now if it weren't for him recording
yeah,
those
Yeah.
conversations.
yeah. No, technology is a great equalizer. You know, thank
Yes, it
God for
is.
having cameras around and
Yeah.
all those things.
Yeah.
But I just think like really this liberal use of the word rape is really troubling. You know, it's really, really troubling.
I'll tell you this particular case in terms of, woman after woman coming forward, and regaling us with their harrowing stories of survival. This is very similar in that regard to the Deshaun Watson case, right? First, it was two women who said Deshaun Watson was sexually inappropriate. Within a week, it was like 22 women. This is what it comes down to. And this is what's really fucked up about modern women. Modern women, when they have sex with a person of status, it's almost as though they expect to get paid in some sort of way,
Yeah.
whether it's money, status, clout, whatever the case may be. If they don't get what they think they deserve for having sex with a celebrity, that's when they go to the media and say, he e-parded me.
Yeah.
Women, and this is funny because women all the time, well, we're not prostitutes, this, that, and the other. Okay, well then why all of a sudden time and time again. And all it takes is one woman, right?
Yeah.
So if one woman accuses a rapper or an athlete of rape, then all of a sudden every other one that fucked that rapper or athlete, oh yeah, he raped me too, and then yeah, he raped me too, and then they do hit pieces like this. Another woman comes forward with her harrowing story, and I agree with you. I had the same reaction with as you did when they said, the survivor came forward. We're like, survivor? Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
And the last thing I'll say is this: what you said about retroactively withdrawing consent, that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
It happened to Deshaun Watson, and now it's happening to Andrew Tate. And one more thing. When you're a man of Andrew's status, you don't have to grape women. Andrew had, women lined up around the block just to get on his yacht, just to get in his Lambo. Why in the world does he need to have sex with women against their will when he's got a dozen other women who are willing to come to his compound and let him smash him out? It makes no sense.
Thank you.
So any sort of public EPAR accusation regarding a rapper, athlete, a person of status, a lot of times it's an attention and a money grab. They feel at that point like they didn't get what they deserved after having sex with them. It's ridiculous.
So Andrew's 6'4". He's tall. He's rich. He's good looking. He dresses well. He has charisma. He knows how to talk. He doesn't need to rape anybody.
No,
he doesn't
ever.
So I spent at least 30 minutes playing that clip back and forth, right? Because we all know Andrew's voice pretty well.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I was like, okay, hold on a second here. Let me put an AI voice next to what it sounds like a real voice and see what happens. It's distorted.
Yes.
And Mo, you're a sound engineer, right? Tell me from your experience, does that sound like Andrew's voice from what you're hearing or no?
Yo, your mic's
Your
not
mic's
on.
not on, buddy.
Mic's not on.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That actually does sound like somebody else. So
I will
Okay,
say
okay.
that the voice recording is from a couple of years ago, so your voice is lighter earlier.
Not only that, they over exaggerated his accents, like masculinity, right?
Yeah.
It's like they over exaggerated it. And some of the stuff he said is like, okay, what would Andrew Tate say? Let me just think of what it. To me, I think it's AI. I think they're fake.
Now I have a clip from Andrew talking, right? So I want you to play that clip. It's in the chat, if you don't mind, Chris, and then play the audio again. Because to me personally, bro, it sounds like someone put AI and they thought what he was gonna say, and they just said it. And dude, even his accent, his fluctuations is weird, bro.
It's like Photoshop only on the sound
it's
side.
delayed, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I don't know if it's true or not, but dude, this is really.
It's a fresh and fit. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Fresh and fit each day. I don't know what it does, but you need to be there.
Sheesh.
Behind the scenes, guys.
Crystal clear, right? Now play the audio. I don't know, bro. To me, if he's like it's AI, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying from like my experience and what I've been hearing, and even more, sound engineer is telling you, bro.
We said that.
The more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it.
Who the fuck is that?
Turn me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like,
Who is
or would
that?
you rather fuck?
You didn't wrong, but I don't know who that is, bro.
Well,
Dude,
let me
it's
tell you this.
2023, man. Technology makes that possible.
Let me say this. Let's assume it's his voice.
Okay.
Let's assume those text messages are real. Let's assume everything that they're saying is real.
Mhm.